Someone is a big liar. Trust sparingly. Yes, sir. Let me say it louder. For my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family. Someone is a big liar. Trust sparingly. Now, people, I know this is a hard pill to swallow, but your best friend just may be a liar. Yes, sir. The person you are laying next to just may be a liar. Yes, sir. And your family just may be liars. I'm just going to be honest, y'all. And see, what we go wrong at is allowing people to show us who they are time after time. Okay, situation after situation, circumstance after circumstance, and we still give them another chance. We still give them another chance. And see, I'm not saying that people can't change. I'm not saying that people won't change. I'm not saying that people don't change. Okay, because the reality, y'all, is people can change. And whether that is with you or the next person, somebody has that button, or they have the influence to push that button on that person to get them to change genuinely, right? However, y'all, you have to know that everybody, or most people who show you who they are, believe them the first time, because they're going to continue to keep doing it. And see, the famous saying is, fool me once, shame on you, right? Fool me twice, shame on me, right? And if you fool me, you can't fool me again, right? The reason why that's the saying is simply because the first time, okay, cool, you caught me. You got me, all right? Shame on you. But if you do it again, then that's on me, because you showed me who you was the first time. I already knew this. However, I allowed you to deceive me. Somebody drop in the comments and say, you won't deceive me. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say, you won't deceive me. I need y'all to understand something. Someone that you are around, very close to you, dear to you, in your heart, they are big liars. And it hurts us to accept this. But you got to accept this, y'all. All right? Trust sparingly. Even in the scriptures, y'all, it tells you to guard your heart, right? For everything springs out of it. Everything springs from it. Your heart is your deepest desires, your deepest secrets, your emotions, the way you feel. So you have to be careful with who you allow to have the keys to your heart and access to your heart. This is why you got to guard your heart. Somebody drop that down below in the comments. Guard your heart. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop down below in the comments, family, and say guard your heart. Someone is a big liar. Trust sparingly. And the sad reality, y'all, some of us know they are big liars. But you know, y'all, I realize that when you love somebody, when you in love with somebody, when you trust somebody, and when you care deeply for someone, you don't even want to know the truth anymore. You don't even want to know what they are doing. Why y'all think in the song, it was a song that Diddy had, and I want to say it was one of those groups. He done had so many groups. But when it was like, if you play me, I don't want to know, 'cause my heart can't take it anymore. Like, with that being said, y'all, it shows you sometimes people don't even want to know if they're being lied to anymore, because they can't take the heartbreak. They can't take the reality. But we got to end that cycle, all right? Somebody drop in the comments and say, end the cycle. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say, end the cycle, okay? Whether they're lying to you or not, you should know the truth. Whether they are being away in front of your face and behind your back, you have to know the truth, all right? That's the reality, y'all. Now, let's go ahead and get directly into this. But before we do so, y'all make sure y'all leave a thumbs up on this video, as well as subscribe to the channel. Yes, sir. Not only that, y'all be sure to ring my bell so you can be notified after every single video I post. And as y'all can see, y'all, we are outside in nature. It was raining on and off, y'all. But I said, nah, I still got to get out here and give my people what they want and what they need. But also, y'all, this message just hit my spirit. And I realized that sometimes we can be surrounded by big liars. And we allow ourselves to be lied to because we don't want to know the truth. Oftentimes, okay? But like I said, y'all can see it. It seems gloom and doomed out here. And that's simply because, y'all, the weather in Atlanta is up and down, all right? But the same thing, outside connected with nature. I'm sending nothing but love, peace, happiness, and prosperity to the family, okay? Let's go ahead and get directly into it, y'all. Number one is going to be this right here. First sign someone you are around is a big liar is open deception. Yes, sir. Let me say it louder. For my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family, open deception. These are people who are going to deceive you directly in front of your face. And once you see them deceive you or try or attempt to deceive you, they're going to tell you that that's not what I was doing. That's not what I did. Those wasn't my intentions, right? And here's the thing about intentions. You never truly know what a person's intentions are unless you are in their head, their mind, okay, or within their spirit. You never truly know. And see, the reason why intentions are so important is because, for example, if you see a person talking to somebody, and let's just say that person that they're talking to is, single, but they are in a relationship. However, you are in the relationship with them. If they're talking and smiling, it doesn't mean that they are flirting. It doesn't mean that they are necessarily trying to go out on a date. It doesn't mean that they're trying to schedule time to be together. Doesn't mean they're trying to get married next week, right? But see, the saying is, believe none of what you hear and half of what you see. So sometimes the things we see ain't even what it is. The key point of what I'm saying is the intentions could have been to do something for you the entire time. But since you seen something, you thought that that's what it was. That's the tricky part about intentions, right? But sticking to the point, y'all, open deception. So you got to go off of your discernment, the judgment. How were they looking? How were they acting? What was the purpose? Do their actions match the intention of what they said they was doing? Understand what I'm saying, y'all? So the things that you have seen, such as the deception, doesn't necessarily mean that that's what it was. However, on the flip side of it, y'all, that's exactly what it was. For example, you seen a person try to steal your t-shirt. You got cameras in your house. You seen them pick the t-shirt up, look at the t-shirt. Maybe they even mumble something under their breath, right? Y'all know some of them cameras got sound systems, and you heard them say, I'm gonna take this. You heard them say it. Then you seen them put it inside their pants. They ain't even put it in the bag, y'all. They put it inside the pants. And then hit the left and right. Y'all know when somebody's stealing, they hit the left and right. They look both ways. And then act like they ain't did nothing. Go in the kitchen and eat a turkey and cheese sandwich. Y'all understanding what I'm saying? Open deception. And then you confront them about this matter. And you say, hey, man, what happened to my t-shirt? Oh, yeah, man, I don't know about that, man. Want me to help you find it? Y'all ever met a person or been around somebody who stole something of yours or stole something of somebody else's, and you seen them actually look for the thing that they stole, knowing that it is impossible to find that object, find that product, find whatever it is, that thing. Hey, man, I'll help you look for it. You got it, they ain't gonna never find it. Are y'all understanding what I'm saying? Open deception. They did it in front of your face. But like I said, y'all, You got to be very careful with this because, again, like the saying says, believe none of what you hear and half of what you see. Just because you've seen something doesn't mean that that's what it is. And that's where discernment comes in, judgment, paying attention to their actions. Does their words match their body language at that particular time? Okay? Intentions is very important. Number 2, ingenuine actions. Yes, sir. Let me say it louder. For my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family, ingenuine actions. Now, this right here is very big, y'all, because we live in a world where you got really, really mean people and you have really, really nice people. The funny thing is, those really, really mean people can do some really, really nice things in a genuine manner, a genuine way. And those really, really nice people can turn around and do some really, really mean things. That was very genuine. You know why? Because that's who they've been the entire time, right? Have y'all ever met a person who in the beginning, they loved you oh so much? They admired you, right? That's how I start off, y'all. At first, they admire you. At first, they support you. They love you. And then they get jealous. That's the funny thing. First, they start off being your best friend, your best bud, your best lover. And then the very thing that attracted them to you is the very thing they can't stand. You know why? Because it was never about you in the first place. It was about them. It was about what they didn't have. It was about what they felt as if they could never accomplish. And you made it all change. You gave them hope, possibility, probability. You showed them that they could do it too. And so, in their mind, let's go ahead and alleviate the middleman. I don't need him anymore. I don't need her anymore. Now I know that it is possible. So guess what? When they told you you was beautiful, they never meant it. When they told you you was handsome, they never meant it. When they gave you all those compliments and all of those nice things, showing those nice gestures, they never meant it. Giving you money, giving you gifts, never meant it. See, everybody who's being nice to you ain't your friend. Going back to the really, really mean person, right? Let's just say that person just have a guard up. All of it is just a guard. Hey, you look beautiful. All right, whatever. Hey, you're handsome. Okay, so what? Maybe they've been burnt in the past and they just jaded. I'm not giving this an excuse, but that really, really mean person can turn around and do something really, really nice. You know why? Because that's really who they are genuinely, but they are so scared, they're so hurt. But what about that nice person? Just coming around. Hey, you can come over whenever. Hey, I love the things that you do. Hey, I support your videos. I support your career. I support your job. I support you. Whatever. And the first chance they get, they show you how they really never supported you. Why? Because they could not get what they wanted. People are opportunists. People are opportunists. Right? I give y'all this right here. So I had a person who supported me, right? And showed love to my videos and stuff like that. And they even took initiative to post me on their page. So they post me on their page, and now I see it, and I appreciate it. Thank you for sharing the post. Thank you for sharing my page. Whatever the case is. They wasn't able to get something from me or in a quick enough time frame. Go back to that page and tell me if Reno Speaks Riches is on there. See, what you got to realize about people, y'all, is those who are genuine, they don't switch up. If I loved you then, I love you now. If I seen you as a talented person then, you're talented now. Our standing in our relationship don't have nothing to do with all the great and kind things I said about you. Are y'all understanding what I'm saying? In genuine actions. That person was never here for me. That person was never here for you. That person never genuinely loved you, cared about you. It was only about what they can get from you. Meaning they came in as a big liar from the jump. They came in as a big liar from the jump. Somebody drop in the comments and say, you a liar. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say, you a liar. Number 3, y'all, overcompensation. Overcompensation, y'all. Oh, yeah. See, the reason why overcompensation is another sign of a big liar is because they start trying to overly give you details. They start trying to overly convince you. They start trying to overly persuade you that, hey, I was there. Hey, I did it. I know what it's about. You remember when you was a kid and people was talking about some of the bad things they did, whether that was them having sex at a young age, robbing a store, getting in a fight and actually winning, sneaking out the house, whatever the case is. You know, as a kid, you got to talk about all the bad things you did to make it seem like you a cool person, right? Did you cuss? Yeah, I cuss. Say a cuss word. Then you said, all right, cool, he cool now. It's crazy. It's stupid as a kid, right? But the point is, y'all, is that in them stores, you know, you ain't had nothing. You ain't had no associations. You ain't did nothing like that. You going overly into details. Yeah, I had snuck out the house. Yeah, my mom was asleep. My daddy was at work. The TV was on. I even fixed me a Hot Pocket. You just start adding things in there to make it sound believable. And that's the same thing with people who are big liars. They go into this whole story and they give you detail after detail after detail after detail after detail after detail after detail. You know what that's about, y'all? It's overcompensation. This is the very reason why certain people go to jail. They get locked up. Why? Because you spoken too much. You was trying to convince the cop or the police or the detective that you was not there. But you gave them so much information to where they was able to put pieces together and say, hold on, you was there. You know why? Because of overcompensation. Somebody drop in the comments and say you do too much. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say you do too much. That's the point. Overcompensation. Number 4, y'all. Defensiveness. Y'all know what this right here is about. Defensiveness. When a person is coming at you, or let's just say confrontation, they are just confronting you about something that they felt that you've done or something that you actually did, and they want an understanding on that. A person will get very defensive if they did it. Okay? If they did it. And let me say this too, y'all, about overcompensation, right? We're gonna stick to defensiveness, but they kind of go hand in hand. When it comes to overcompensation, if you didn't do it, it's gonna be straight to the point. Details are given if they are asked for. You see what I'm saying? Same thing with defensiveness. You don't get defensive if you ain't really did something. You give them exactly what they ask you for. Hey, did you do it? I did not do it. Well, can you explain how you didn't do it? This is what happened. A, B, C, D, E, F. It's a linear conversation. It's not A, B, C, J, H, back to A, then Z. It makes no sense. You have no logical flow. You're speaking in fragments. Make sense of what I'm saying, y'all? Now, somebody may say, well, Reno, everybody don't know how to express themselves. Everybody are not articulate. I understand that, y'all. And so that goes back to discernment. You have to know when a person just lack the tools on how to converse and have effective communication. I get that. Everybody don't have that gift. So some people sound like a liar by default. Some people just get overly nervous, put on the spot, got anxiety, ain't did nothing wrong, but just scared for no reason. You got to utilize your discernment and know your person and know what you're dealing with. Well, Rena, what if I don't know my person? And what if I don't know what I'm dealing with? Back to discernment. And then sometimes, y'all, it's a little trust involved as well. And you got to feel it out. You got to feel it out. But the point still remains, y'all. When people are defensive, overly defensive, it's because they're trying to protect themselves from telling you the truth. It's because they know that they have done wrong. It's because they know that they are actually a liar. So I got to defend my wrongdoing. Make sense of what I'm saying, y'all? Defensiveness. Number 5, y'all, the last one is going to be this right here. Vague answers. Vague answers. Y'all ever heard this? I told the truth, but not the whole truth. That's the easiest way to tell a lie. Or tell a person something that they want to hear or something that sounds good without telling a lie, right? Let me make sure I make that correction. When you give a person a vague answer, you ain't tell a lie. You just didn't tell them everything, right? So for instance, let's just say you're not supposed to be going to the park, right? I said that because I'm at the park. You're not supposed to be going to the park. Well, you tell your person, whether you are a kid, you are a husband, you are a wife, whatever the reason why you can go to the park, you tell them, I went outside, but you're not supposed to go to the park, and that's where you were. You told them that you was outside, but you didn't tell them where you were outside. You gave them a vague answer. And so when this person asks you, okay, where were you at outside? Then you tell them the park because you have no choice. You lied. You gave them a vague answer. You wasn't supposed to go to the park, but you told them that you were just outside. That is lying without lying. You were vague. Make sense of what I'm saying? I went out with my girls. Oh, okay. Where did you go with your girls? Oh, yeah, we was over there with Rodney and them. Had I not asked you where you went with your girls, I would have only had, I went out with my girls. That's the only thing I would have been left with. You gave me a vague answer. See, what I'm saying, y'all, is that when people give you vague answers, it's because they're trying to keep you from knowing the entire truth. They're trying to keep you from knowing the entire truth. When you're not a liar and you're telling the truth, you don't mind saying, hey, I'm here at the park, outside. Hey, I'm going over here with Rodney and them, right? If you single and if you're capable. But if you're married, you ain't got no business going over there with Rodney and them. Y'all get the point. The point is, y'all, people give you a vague answer. And the reason why is because they're trying to keep you from knowing the full truth. All right, somebody drop in the comments and say, tell the truth. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say, tell the truth. All right. But with that being said, family, that's going to be today's topic, today's video. Okay. Someone is a big liar. Trust sparingly. No, y'all, I'm not saying that this is everybody. I want to make sure I make that clear. A lot of people like to take my videos and say it's for everybody. No, y'all, it's for majority of people in the world. But there are some good people out here. There are some people who you can trust. But family, it takes years to build trust and only seconds to break it. Years to build it and only seconds to break it. And when trust is broken, it's never truly ever put back together. It's just like shattered glass. But with that being said, y'all, as we conclude this video, y'all already know how we do. Y'all make sure y'all check out any one of my Yes Sir t-shirts, book a one-on-one session with me, enroll into my social influence course, okay? As well as check out any one of my books, y'all, okay? But I'm going to catch y'all in the next video. Y'all keep a rich mentality. Peace.